logged out of some stuff. Reconnect. Oh well. Oh, fuck. Can I do... No? Can I not do those? I don't want to chill. I want to send... commands. Not commands, what am I thinking of? Redeems. Oh, wait, did I add Excalibur or just... As I know I have the chant, I don't know if I have... What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the biddies. I don't want the biddies. Well, why did I add it to one? Oh, I guess I didn't change. Okay, good, it works. And it's loud enough I can hear it, which means it's probably too loud. Actually, let me tone that down. What speaker is that coming out of? This one. No, only 16. Okay, and go down to 10. That might be a bit too loud. Just gonna play
that. I am the bone of my soul. Steel is my body, and fire is my blood. I have created over 1,000 blades, unknown to death, unknown to life. Hell is to pay, to create many weapons. Yet, those hands will never hold anything. So, as I pray, unlimited blade works!
I see why there's such a meme, and I love it. Alright. Let's not keep Ruin waiting. Also, I have to get props. I'll have to grab it later. Okay, I guess my charging cord disconnected. But this, like, Ascension. Oh, is it Ascension 1 or Stage 1? Stage 1. Sable looks really nice. Okay. I'm good at that. Okay. I'm gonna grab a sweater. I'm getting cold. Oh, wait, shit. Fuck. I just closed that, but I need it back open. This. Okay. I need to go down a little bit. A little bit more. Limited. I need to like freeze the screen. Actually, okay. Oh wait, I forgot I could just. You can use the commands. Duh. Okay. Oh, helps if I put the sound on. I definitely forgot the hotkeys for this. Okay. Is everything unbroken? Yes. Okay. Resume from suspended prologue scene. I haven't made out of the prologue yet. Oh. Maybe not. Might be at the beginning. Also, I forgot all the buttons for this. If I need to use them. Okay, wait. Who's saying this? Is this Amaya? Sure, I can't pronounce his name. The guy's I know him by a name. I'm not gonna say the name because that's a spoiler. The protagonist. Okay, the tip of the spear was like a flash of lightning. A spearhead thrust to skewer the heart. Even attempting to evade it was pointless. There's but a flash, too swift for the human eye to follow. Oh yeah, this is just the intro scene. Did it really start me out from like the very beginning? Wait, hold up. Because I was at, okay, let's just... Let's just see what popped me out. Because I know this is the intro scene of Sable, but Sable shouldn't be there? Unless... I don't know. Because I guess just like the scene where I was at was right when Vin was gonna attempt to summon Sable. So this might just... fuck it, whatever. It's more important to see what happens after the intro scene and where that takes me. Wait, I should... So, didn't save me from the show. Yeah. Because it's... yeah, hidden by wind. Sound was beautiful like a tolling of a bell. No truth to be told, the sound hung over me heavier than iron weight. Okay, this might have to be part 1. So, part 2. This beauty had little to do with aesthetics. The stark armor wrapped around her was like the frozen night itself. The ring was not in itself pleasant. It was the sound of steel. But the night herself was beautiful enough to make it into a chiming bell. Is he already down bad for sake? Oh, I did it. I put a period instead of a colon. I gotta fix this. It's not gonna matter for Twitch because I already. It's funny. Oh, it's actually staying now. Her voice resonated in the darkness. My shoulder's not like, not nearly puffy enough. Look at that. Things are like, it puffs out bigger than a fucking arm. Granted, she does have like noodle arms. I have come in response to your summons. Henceforth my... I really need to learn more periods all in the sentences. I keep trying to like talk right after the first like pause. I just need to wait. Henceforth my blade is with you, and your fate with me. Our pact is now sealed. Indeed, the pact was sealed. Just as she chose to serve me, I am sure in that moment that I swore to save her. Just like fucking simple. The moonlight cut through the darkness, as if in imitation of the night, the storehouse regained it. Imitation. No, not imitation. Oh my god, whatever. Words I'll hold. The storehouse regained its former calm. Time had stopped. I guess, yeah. That does happen. You kind of see that with Remnant. What's in my Remnant? The vision before me had lasted less than a second. Be that as it may, I will always remember the sight of her as clearly as if it was still happening now, even if I fall into the depths of hell. The faint slant of her profile. What does that mean? Oh, so... Why is he so... Like, I know he's in love with Sable, but Jesus Christ, man, like, you just bet her. The moment time stopped, and her silhouette draped in blue swayed in the wind. It's a lot of silver. A lot of silver. I should say steel, but... I was struck by the pale blue glow. Her hair is... Wait, oh, she doesn't have the sword. Oh, well, no, because you can't see the sword. That messes me up. This is what I get for not playing this post. I get so confused with everything else. Like, when I saw Sable in Honkai Sora, when I see it's not the Sable, but like a Sable face, like basically took the face and the personality and then just transplanted it to a different character. So when they're making it, they were making a new character for Fate. There's no stroke person, but like, yeah, the Sable from Semi-Remnant is like has the same face and like in her alternate costume she has like the same hairstyle. I think she even has like the cowlick. Also, I'm biased against Sable. Okay. Are we gonna wake up with a win now? Huh? This happened 10 years ago. No, this happened 20 years ago. Wait, what the fuck is going on? I see someone who takes me back. He's tall, with chiseled features. I've never known him to crack a joke. He ruffles my hair affectionately. No, that's not what this is. It's more like he's grasping my head and look at, because he doesn't know how to control his strength. It's only to be expected. It's the first time he's ever done something like this. Oh, yeah, this is fucking Rin. That's why I need like this to be voiced, so I can hear that this is Rin talking to me. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. Okay. Yeah, here we are. This is where I left off. It's confusing because it's the same night, but yes. Okay, there we go. If I go, okay. Never mind. Yeah, and you tell me what the previous dialogue was. Okay. Just take care of that. That's bugging me. Late night. The clock reads almost 2 a.m. This is the period where everything lines up. My condition peaks at 2 a.m. sharp. In terms of limits, this will be my first and last chance, so I can't afford even the slightest mistake. Well. Withdraw with denomination. Engrave 4 circles of withdrawal and surround them with a summoning circle veil. And inscribe magic circles into the floor of the basement. Actually, it doesn't take a major evocation to call forth a servant. Servants are invited by the Holy Grail. Masters anchor them to the world and supply the magical energy to materialize them, but the servants are the ones who choose to respond to the summons. Well, Sable said fuck you. Oh, I guess we have met her, haven't we? I'm also trying to remember who the fuck any of these people are. I'm guessing if they're this far down, maybe not that important. Like, obviously, main character, top. Main servant, top. You know? I would say it's like in order that they speak, which is kind of true. Because the narration's from him. Well, you know, because you don't hear his narration. You don't hear his voice during his narration. But then she's the first voice line, I think. My ADHD is completely taking over. And he was the asshole. Yeah. So that should be fine. I just wanted to fix the voices. It was... Oh, shit. Yeah, actually, yeah, let's do that. Back, okay. As you were saying, the elements silver and iron for the foundation stone and the wait, what? And the Archduke of Pax for the ancestor, my great master. Mm-hmm.
降り立つ風には壁を四方の門は閉じ王冠よりいで王国に至る三猿は循環せよ
Raise a wall for the wind that shall fall. Close the gates of the four directions. Come forth from the crown and follow the forked road leading to the kingdom. Still, I need to be cautious and focus. Of course, they're drawn of fucking melted jewels. You witch motherfucker. Everything she does is jewels. Venture in. Magic circles are normally drawn with blood, but tonight I draw mine with melted jewels. I'm using up half of the jewels I've accumulated over my lifetime, so no financially recover from this if this fails.
満たせ満たせ満たせ満たせ満たせ
So is he saying fill or close? Fill, close.
繰り返し都度に5度ただ満たされる時を破却する
Oh wait, 5. Wait, did you say 4 circles? I don't know. But when each is filled, destroy it. She didn't have the command seal, did she? No, I didn't think she did yet. Maybe... I can't remember how it looks. It's almost 2 AM. I finished drawing the summoning circle, passed down through the Tezuka line, and face it with all my being. I flick a formless switch within myself. With a click, I feel my insides turn over to something else. Oh, the magical circuits. Okay. My normal nerves invert and become circuits for conducting magical energy. When Tezuka is no longer human, she's just a component in the execution of mystics. Just fell with the 4 circles up. This, I mean, there's 4 circles there, 4 circles there, 2 there. Technically, third one here. Anyways. Yep, who knows? I melt from my fingers. No, I am filled from my fingers. The mana I'm taking in is so dense it's overwhelming my bodily senses. That's why I'm being destroyed at the same time I'm being filled. Running through my body is the power, mana, from the atmosphere. I convert it into a different type of magic. Oh wait, that different type of energy through my body's circuits. A mage's body is nothing but circuits. Circuits to connect the ethereal to the material. The mystical outcome we produce is what we call magecraft. My body goes hot. It seems like horns are going from my forehead. No, that would be sick though. It seems like winds are spouting from my back. Still no. It seems like scales are covering my hands. Nope. Feels like there's water pooling on my ankles. Okay, maybe. Sweat drips. Stab, stab, swords, pierce my... Swords? What? Swords? These are the stigmata that reject my body, which become a circuit. Which becomes a circuit. No matter how gifted a mage is, we're only human. In a human body, the pain is something we must live with whenever we use magecraft. The cycle doesn't let up. Beyond the agony and deep within the trance lies the mental state necessary for connection. I know she's an unreliable narrator, but like, in Grand Order, they make sure that you know that your character is kind of a dumbass. Like, untalented. And she's like saying all this stuff and like she's supposed to be an expert. I'm like, and how many servants do the Grand Orders have? Like, granted, that's a different scenario of using. I mean, are we doing something? Like, heck, I don't know how the summons actually work. Versus, you know, there's the gameplay mechanic. But I think like in the story, you won't seem really. I'm trying to remember who you actually summon. Like in the story so far. Okay, I'm not following the story at all. Like they talk about like how it's really hard to like sustain a servant. You need magical energy, and then it's like, but we've summoned hundreds of servants, like all to ourselves. Like, huh? And we're like untalented. I don't know about that. Pain wiggles in my left arm. That's a stroke. You're having a stroke. Oh no, wait, stroke or heart attack? I can't remember. To aid the caster of my magic crest, autonomously begins an incantation invading my nervous system. I'm on in the atmosphere. What do I smell? Yeah, okay. I'm good. But I muted my mic when I got up. Okay. Wait, shit. The mana in the atmosphere I've taken in turns to blood. It's like molten lead. Well, my activated magic crest resembles thorny nerves. Wait, magic crest? Is it different than... Oh, that's different than the command seal, I guess. I'm like... Your command seal is a circle. It's like two circles. With a crunchy... I don't like that. With a crunching, sick sensation, it creeps throughout my body like a thorny centipede. Oh, God. Yeah. Within the hold, I forget myself. At the same time, I can feel it taking hold of me, like I've reached where I need to go. My hypersensitive hearing picks up the ticking clock in the parlor. 10 seconds left until 2 a.m. The power filling my body is unquestionably complete. You have 10 seconds. Heed my words. Time to begin. I convert the mana I've collected into magical energy for fixation. All that's left is to feed all that energy into the engine, the summoning circle, until my body runs dry. Heed my words. My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny. If you heed the Goyo's call and obey my will and reason, then answer me. Oh shit! Okay, cool. My vision goes dark. What lies before me is the fifth factor, sudden to be imperceptible to the naked eye. With my vision shut off on its own, fearing what it might see. Reasonable? I hereby swear, I shall be all the good in the world. I should defeat all evil in the world. Then, can you speak the fuck up? Those are some loud ass sound effects. Seven heavens clad in 3 great worlds of power. Come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales. That went off without a hitch. It feels so perfect. It's like I'm reeling in a whale with a fishing rod. Plus, I'm positive I just drew the strongest card. I can't wait for my vision to return. It'll take a few more seconds, but when it does, I'm sure the strongest servant will. Be no insight.
Hi?
No, not the anticlimax. Nothing's there. The room doesn't look... Interesting. The room doesn't look any different at all. I spun that much ether into the switcher for absolutely nothing to materialize. On top of that, I think I just heard something explode in the Apollo. I bolt. My head's empty at this point. I just run. I race up the stairs from the basement. The door is broken. The door to the Apollo is askew off its hinges. There wasn't any point in turning the doorknob. And since it won't open whether I push or pull... Damn it, move, you stupid thing. Reasonable. I kick it down and burst into the room. Ocho? Where the fuck's Ocho? And the moment I enter the Apollo, everything becomes clear. Ocho! Yay! I mean, the house is ruined. Well, at least Apollo's ruined, but Ocho's here. So, yay. But why is he lounging in the debris? Ocho just gives no shits. Everything is in tatters. Rubble is strewn across everything, as if as if something had fallen through the ceiling. On top of it sits a man cocking his head arrogantly. I forget he's like a dick. He must be some kind of criminal. Ma'am. Look at the size of those pecs. He also somewhat does bug me that, like, the detail on his chest and then, like, he wasn't that great at making faces. Or the artist wasn't that great at faces, it seems. I mean, granted, that's anime, but yeah. But something grateful draws my attention. The grandfather clock, having escaped destruction, tells the time precisely. Now I remember. Right, of course. The clocks were an hour ahead today, weren't they? Which means it's 1 a.m. Still a full hour left until I'm at my peak spellcasting form. I screwed up again. I can complete tasks as well as anyone else, but suffer from the cost of my genetics. When it really counts, I somehow managed to bring things on an unbelievable level. What's done is done. Just gotta learn from this. I can't believe my own stupidity. Still irritated, I direct my glare at the man lounging haughtily on the rubble. Music change. So, what are you?
開口一番それか。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
But why is he here? Although she's complaining about like trying to get like the most powerful servant. You know, she's trying to get like Sable. Well, like he's a counterforce guardian. Like Ocho's not weak by any means. I don't know if he's. I mean, obviously he's gonna. Obviously, we know who's gonna win this war. But, well, at least the fate path, I think. I don't know what happens in Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel, but I'm gonna give it to Sable to win. That's the first thing out of your mouth? I seem to have been dealt a truly ridiculous master. Man in the red mantle shakes his head in a show of aspiration. To add insult to injury, he mutters something about drawing the short straw. Oh, now I'm dead certain. This guy has a messed up personality. Yup. And is this a servant? She really does not know how this works, does she? I mean, I shouldn't know how this works, but not just a man. Even from here I can tell that it's burning with a shocking amount of magical energy. Don't be fooled by its appearance. I'm staring at something that's undoubtedly more than human. It's a human-shaped ghost that's on the level of an elemental. This is no time to be dumbstruck. That thing belongs to me. Oh god, my thoughts are already getting fucked. Hold up. Yeah, there's a reason why I bought, I have a giant bag of cough drops on my desk. Because I know if I'm talking through that stream, my throat is gonna be fucks. I need to get my head in the game.
確認するけど、あなたは私のサーバントで間違いない？
Just checking, but you are my servant, right?
それはこちらが聞きたいな。君こそ私のマスターなのか？ここまで乱暴な召喚は初めてでね。正直状況がつかめない。
That's why I wanted to ask. Are you even my master? I've never been summoned so violently before, and honestly, I'm still struggling to get my bearings.
私だって初めてよ。そういう質問は却下するわ。
It's my first time too. I'm not answering questions like that.
そうか。だが私が召喚された時に君は目の前にいなかった。これはどういうことなのか説明してくれ。
I see, but you weren't here when I was summoned. Care to explain?
本気？ひな鳥じゃあるまいし、目を開けた時にしか主を決められないなんて冗談はやめてよね。
Are you serious? You're no baby bird. Don't joke that you can't decide who to serve if they aren't there when you open your eyes. The unidentified servant frowns and grunts, and a grunt escapes his lips. Maybe he didn't like the way I said it, though he has mixed reaction. It has a mixed reaction, as if still impressed by the logic in my words.
まあいいわ。私が聞いているのはね、あなたが他の誰でもない、この私のサーバントかってことだけよ。
Wouldn't it have made more sense for him to be summoned as a rogue? As a rogue servant? Since he's summoned by the counterforce. Anyways. No, because then he'd be limited in his mobility. I guess. Oh. Whatever. What I'm asking is if you are my servant and no one else's.
それをはっきりさせない以上、他の質問に答える義務はないわ。
I don't have to answer any of your questions until I make that clear.
召喚に失敗しておいてそれか。この場合 他にいろいろと言うべきことがあると思うのだが。
This is what I get after a failed summoning, huh? I believe there's something else you should be saying.
そんなのないわよ。主従関係は一番初めにはっきりさせておくべきものだもの。
There isn't. In a master family relationship, this is the first detail we need to hash out. The servant's eyebrow twitches. He isn't even bothered by dissatisfaction with me. I wonder if it's because of the half-baked summoning.
主従関係ははっきりさせておくか。やることは失点だらけだが、口だけは達者らしい。
You want to clarify who serves whom? At least you know how to run your mouth, even if you failed everything else.
ああ、確かにその意見には賛成だ。どちらが強者で、どちらが弱者なのか、明確にしておかなければ、お互いやりづらかろう。
Sure, I agree with that opinion. We ought to make clear who's strong and who's weak, or else it'll make this dynamic difficult. The servant eyes me meaningfully, still relaxing on the level of my living room.
どちらが弱者かですって？
Who's weak?
ああ、私もサーバントだ。呼ばれたからには主従関係を認めるさ。だが、それはあくまで契約上の話だろう。
Yeah, I'm a servant and I acknowledge that I serve my summoner. But that's only how it is on paper, wouldn't you say?
どちらがより優れたものか、共に戦うにふさわしい相手かを測るのは別になる。
We still need to establish who's superior and whether you're willing to fight alongside.
さて、その件でいくと、君は私のマスターにふさわしい魔術師なのかな、お嬢さん。
Why is he like this? On that point, are you a mage worthy of my service, little girl? No. First he destroys my house, and acts like he's king of the castle, and now he has the nerve to ask whether I'm worthy.
あなたの意見なんて聞いてないわ。
I didn't ask for your opinion.
私が聞いているのは、あなたが私のサーバントかどうかってことだけよ。
I only asked if you're my servant or not. I repeat myself, stealing my gaze. I'm not going to back down from this condescending joke.
ほう、なるほどなるほど。そんな当たり前のことは答えるまでもないと。実に勇ましい。いや、気概だけなら立派なマスターだが。
Oh, I see. You won't even deign to answer such an obvious question. At least you got spirit. You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk?
だから順番を間違えるなっていうの。
Like I said, you're getting ahead of yourself.
一番初めに確認するのは召喚者の務めよ。さあ答えなさい。あなたは私のサーバントなのね。
It's a summoner's duty to confirm this first. Now answer me, are you my servant or not? I step forward aggressively, ready to pounce depending on his answer. What the fuck are you gonna do to him? It's like, oh, I'm gonna pounce on this, like, 6-foot tall man with double D pecs and bulging muscles. No. No. You're like a first year high school student? You're gonna lose. Mage or not.
強情なお嬢さんだ。これでは話が進まんな。
Such a stubborn girl. We'll get nowhere at this rate.
仕方あるまい。仮に私が君のサーバントだとしよう。で、その場合、君が私のマスターなのか？いやまあ、あくまで仮の話だが。
Very well, for discussion's sake, let's assume that I am your servant. In that case, are you my master? Hypothetically speaking, of course.
当たり前じゃない。あなたが私に呼ばれたサーバントなら、あなたのマスターは私以外に誰がいるっていうのよ。
Obviously, you're the servant I summoned, so who else would it be? I glared at this rude man, giving my seething head a moment to cool down.
おうそうか。まあ仮の話なんだが、とりあえずそうだとしよう。
Well, I suppose I would be, hypothetically.
それで、君が私のマスターである証はどこにある？
Then where's the proof that you're my master? The servant blithely asks, smoking all the while. He's clearly trying to goad me with these questions and losing my temper.
ここよ。あなたのマスターである証ってこれでしょ？
Right here. This proves that I'm your master. Okay, there we go. Command seal. I show him the command seal on my hand, on my right hand. Don't think I was born yesterday. Well, it told me enough that I know what command seals are at least.
納得いった？これでもまだ文句を言うの？
Good enough for you yet, or any other complaints? I thrust the symbols at him in challenge. But the lounging servant rolls his eyes.
まあ言ったな。
Are you serious right now, Go?
本気で言ってるのか、お嬢さん。
His face darkens, looking even more disgruntled.
本気かってなんでよ？
What do you mean?
その考えがだ。霊樹があればマスターなのか？霊樹などサーバントを利する道具に過ぎないだろう。
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'm talking about the way you think. Command spells automatically make you my master? They're merely tools to compel a servant.
まったく、そんな形だけのものでマスターブルとはな。
I can't believe you think flaunting some symbols is enough to play master.
私が見たかったのは、君が忠誠を振るうにふさわしい人物かどうかだったのだが。
What I want to see is whether you deserve my loyal service. That makes sense, but normally you'd think of command spells if someone asked for proof you're a master, right?
何よ。それじゃあ私はマスター失格？
What, you think I'm unqualified to be your master?
そう願いたいが、そうはいくまい。霊樹がある以上、私の召喚者は君のようだ。信じがたいが、君は本当に私のマスターらしいな。
Wish that was the case, but unfortunately, command spells show that you summoned me. As hard as it is to believe, you appear to be my master. He shrugs in mock exhaustion. Uh-oh. I reached my boiling point, and I'm not going to cool down in time.
全くもって不満だが、認めよう。
I'm hardly satisfied, but I'll concede the point.
とりあえず君は私のマスターだ。だが私にも条件がある。私は今後君の言い分には従わない。戦闘方針は私が決めるし、君はそれに従って行動する。
Oh, why is he like this? For now, you're my master, but I have conditions. I'm not going to do what you say. I'll decide the direction of the battle, and you act as I see fit.
これが最大の譲歩だ。それで構わないな、お嬢さん。
This is the greatest concession I can give you. I'm sure you don't mind. Go. Sorry, father. I'm at my limit.
そう。不満だけど認めるくせに、私の意見には取り合わないってどういうことかしら。あなたは私のサーバントなんでしょ？
Okay, you're saying you recognize me, even though you don't like it, but you ignore my opinions. Aren't you supposed to be my servant? I ask him in a trembling voice. After our spat over command spells, this is my last desperate attempt at dialogue. And yeah.
ああ、形の上だけはな。故に、形式上は君に従ってやる。だが、戦うのは私自身だ。君はこの家の地下にでも隠れて、聖杯戦争が終わるまでじっとしていればいい。
This kind of makes sense. Like, the mages themselves aren't particularly strong. Just, you know, hence why you have hence why you have hold up. Where am I off? Let me readjust myself. You know, hence why you have the Holy Grail in the first place. Wait, no, not this. This. There we go. Okay. Therefore, I will obey you in theory, but I'm the one who'll be fighting. You can just hide underground in your house and behave until the Holy Grail War is over.
それなら、未熟な君でも命だけは助かるだろう。
That way, even a novice like you will survive. He is looking down on me, declaring that he expects nothing from me.
怒ったのか？いや、もちろん君の立場は尊重するよ。私はマスターを勝利させるために呼ばれたものだからな。
Did I make you angry? Of course, I respect your position. I was summoned to bring my master victory, after all.
私の勝利は君のものだし、戦いで得たものは全て君にくれてやる。それなら文句はなかろう。
My victories will belong to you, as will any spoils of war. You hardly have anything to complain about.
どうせ君に令状は使えまい。
You can't even use those commands.
まあ、後のことは私に任せて、君は自分の身の安全を。
Just leave the rest to me and worry about your own skin.
あ、玉来た。
I've had it with you.
いいわ。そんなに言うなら使ってやろうじゃない。
That's stupid. Fine, if that's how it's going to be, then I'll use them.
アンファン。
No more mercy. I've got nothing left for a jackass like this.
まさか。
Wait, don't tell me.
そのまさかよ、この礼儀知らず。
Exactly what you're thinking, you dirtbag.
フィアトラーク、アイノイエナーゲル、アイノイエスケナツ、アイノイエスフィアブレヒン。
Yikes. Hereby I invoke my command spell. In accordance with the laws of the Holy Grail, bind my servant in absolute obedience.
待て、正気マスター。そんなことで令状を使うやつが。
Wait, have you lost your mind, Master? Who would waste a command spell on something like this?
うるさい。いい？あんたは私のサーバント。なら私の言い分には絶対服従ってもんでしょ。
She's a shitty master. You're my servant, get it? That means you absolutely have to do what I say. The emblem on my right hand aches. The three command spells. They allow a master to issue 3 unbreakable commands to their servants.
考えなすか君は。こんな大雑把なことに霊視を使うなど。
We used a command spell on such a vague order. It's too late to whine now. I didn't expect this to happen either. I want to die of self-loathing. I can't believe I just boned one of my precious command spells on a petty squabble. After that, I retreated from the ruins of the parlor and went to my bedroom. Before me stands the servant. My command spells compelled absolute obedience from. Supposedly, anyway.
なるほど。君の性質は大体理解したぞ、マスター。
I see. I have more or less figured. Have you figured out, Master? Who would call this absolute obedience?
念のため尋ねるが、君は霊樹がどれほど重要か理解しているのか、マスター。
Just to be clear, do you understand how critical the command spells are, Master?
知ってるわよ。サーバントを律する3回きりの命令権でしょ。それが何よ。
Sure I do. They let me order my servant around 3 times. What about it?
いいかね。霊樹はサーバントを強制的に行動させるものだ。
Listen, command spells let you force a servant into action.
それは行動を止めるだけでなく、行動を強化させるという意味でもある。
You can use them not only to stop actions, but also strengthen actions.
例えば、私はここから遠くの場所まで瞬間的には移動できない。だが、霊樹で行けと命じれば、それが私と君の魔力で届くことならば可能となる。
But if you order me with your command, for example, normally I can't come to you instantly from a distant location. But if you order me to with your command spell, it's possible as long as it's something that's attainable within all magical energies.
強制命令権とはそういうことだ。サーバント自身でも制御できない、肉体の限界さえ突破させる大魔術の結晶が3つの霊樹なのだ。まあ、今では2つに減ってしまったがな。
That's what the power of force compliance means. Not even we servants can resist. Your command spells are 3 crystallizations of grand magecrafts that can make us overcome our bodily limits, though you're down to 2 now.
知ってるわよ、そんなこと。いいじゃない、まだ2つあるんだし。あなたに命じた規則は無駄じゃないんだし。
I know that. So what? I still have 2 more, and it's not like the first order was wasted on you.
確かに、これは私の誤算だった。
You're right, I did miscalculate.
霊樹というものは曖昧な命令には効きが弱くなる。
The more vague an order is, the more the power of the command spell diminishes.
私を守り通せ。この戦いに勝てなどといった広く長く効果が続くものには霊樹の力が弱くなる。効き目は長く続くが苦痛が小さいため逆らえるサーバントも出てくるだろう。
The weaker on long-lasting word commands like protect me until the end or win this war for me. The compulsion will be sustained, but there will be servants who can resist the minor pain of disobedience.
逆に次の一撃を死ぬ気で放て、あのグラスだけは壊すなといった単一の命令は絶対で、よほど強力なサーバントでも逆らうのは難しくなる。
Ah, I see. On the other hand, singular commands like unleash your next attack at all cost or do not break that glass are absolute, and even powerful servants will find them difficult to defy them.
さて、ここまでで私が言いたいことがわかるな、マスター。
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you, Master?
わかるわよ。要するに広く長い命令は意味がないんでしょ。
Yes, you're saying that vague commands are pointless.
効果も戒めも薄いならサーバントは霊樹に逆らって行動できる。そんな効き目の薄い命令をするなら絶対的な単一の命令をした方がいい。
It's probably like the stop command works so well on Sable and Samurai Remnant, because it was very, very specific. Just stop. Ooh, what the hell did I do? That's something abstract.
そうだ。霊樹とはもともと自分たちの能力以上の奇跡を起こすためのもの。それを代用の効く命令などで消費する具は許されない。
That's correct. A command spell is meant to cause miracles beyond our own means. It's unfairly foolish to spend them on a task that can be executed by other means.
君の先ほどの霊樹はまさにそれだ。私が君に従うかは話し合いで解決できたことだし、仮に霊樹を使ったところで全ての言動に絶対服従など霊樹が100あっても実現できない。
Like I was doubly for the way you used it earlier. You could have verbally persuaded me to obey you, and even 100 command spells would have failed to enforce absolute obedience.
じゃあ私のさっきの霊樹は無意味ってこと？
So you're saying it was all for nothing?
通常ならそうなのだがな。どうも君の魔術師としての性能は桁が違ったらしい。
Normally that would be the case, but it appears that you're an outstandingly talented mage. I see being nice. See, shocked or happy? My lips. Oh my god. My servant's lips twitched upward, even as he sighs.
桁が違ったって、もしかして。
Outstanding, you mean?
ちょっとあなた、自分が今どんな状態なのか正直に話してみなさい。
Hang on. Tell me honestly. What's your condition? What? Tell me honestly what your condition is like right now. The implication dawns on me and I ask him eagerly.
ああ、誤算というのはそれだ。
That was my miscalculation.
先ほどの命令では、少しはマスターの意見を尊重しようという程度の心変わりにしかならない。
Your command should have resulted in a change of heart that would have made me want to respect your command slightly more.
だが、今の私は君の言葉に強い強制を感じている。君の意見に異を唱えると、そうだな、ランクが一つばかり落ちるようだ。
But I can feel strong compulsion from your every word. If I voice an objection, let me think. It's as if my defiance would weaken me.
つまり、マスターの意向に逆らうと、体が重くなって動きづらいというところか。
In other words, my body will go heavy, making it difficult to move by defying my master's will. My servant shrugs in resignation. 'You're saying that a command spell wasn't a waste, but an actual benefit? He's still being as sarcastic as ever, so it doesn't seem to have any effect. Besides, even if he's weakened, I doubt even 10 of me could resist if he wanted to decide. 10 of me could resist if he decided to rebel against me. It's not about you, it's the
前言を撤回しよう、マスター。
Allow me to retract my previous statement, Master.
年齢は若いが、君は卓越した魔術師だ。
You may be young, but you're a superior mage.
子供と侮り、戦いから遠ざけようとしたのは私の過ちだった。無礼ともども謝ろう。
It was my mistake for underestimating you as a child and trying to keep you out of the fight. I apologize for my rudeness. Fuck it, it's fine. The servant straightens his posture and gives me a formal bow.
やめてよ。確かにいろいろ言い合ったけど、そんなの喧嘩両成敗っていうか。
Hey, wait, hold on. I know we said a lot of things to each other, but it's not like we need to make up after all.
そうか。いや、話のわかるマスターで助かった。
Bastard. Is that so? Good. I'm glad you're so understanding.
なんか切り返し早いわね、あんた。
Awfully quick on the uptake, aren't you?
何？誤算は誤算だったが、嬉しい誤算というやつだったからな。これほどの才能があるのなら、君を戦いに巻き込むことに異論はない。
Indeed miscalculated, but this must be what they call a happy accident. I have no qualms bringing a mage of your talent into the war. Is this just roundabout way of saying I'm a strong master?
じゃあ、レイジュ抜きで私がマスターだって認めるのね。
So you recognize me as your master even without the command spells?
無論だ。先ほどは召喚されたばかりで馴染んでいなかったが、今では完全につながった。魔術師であるのなら、契約によるつながりを感じられるだろう。
Of course, I was still getting my bearings after the summoning earlier. But when I was completely connected as a mage, you should be able to feel the bond of our pact.
契約？
Our pact? Now that he mentions it, something does feel weird about my body. It's as if my closed-off nerves are not connected to the outside. Specifically, I can feel a portion of my magic energy flowing into the man before me.
そっか。サーバントは聖杯に呼ばれるけど、呼ばれたサーバントをこの世に留めるのは。
Oh, the Holy Grail calls the servants, but the masters keep them in the world.
そう。マスターの力だ。サーバントはマスターからの魔力提供によってこの世に留まる。
Yes, that's your power as a master. You supply your servant with magical energy so that they can remain in the world.
魔力提供量は十分だ。経験的に問題はありそうだが、君の能力は飛び抜けている。
My supply is adequate. I have concerns about your inexperience, but your powers make up for it.
普通の魔術師ならば、サーバントを召喚した瞬間に意識を失っているだろう。だというのに、君は活力に満ちている。
Yet you're standing here full of life. Oh wait, sorry. Common mage would probably faint the second they summon a servant. Yet you're standing here full of life.
先ほどのレイジといい、この魔力量といい、マスターとして君は間違いなく一流だ。
Second. Considering the command spells you used earlier, your energy capacity unquestionably makes you a master of the finest caliber.
今更褒めたって何も出ないけど。
Yes, it will. Flattery won't get you anywhere. I break eye contact out of embarrassment. Well, I didn't see this coming. I knew the command spell was making him obey me, but still, this is the superhuman servant is sincerely acknowledging me as his master.
なた何のサーバント？
So which servant are you? I clear my head and return to business.
見てわからないか？ああ、それは結構。
No. I can't tell anything from this appearance besides that you're jacked. I take it all back. He's definitely making fun of me.
わかったわ。これはマスターとし。ねえ、あなたセイバーじゃないの？
As your master, aren't you a sable?
残念ながら剣は持っていない。
You fucking liar. Granted, okay, this isn't unlimited blade walks. But every ultra that I've seen, oh, this ultra, you know, unnamed ultra, he uses 2 swords and shoots a bow with a sword. I suspected as much. When all was said and done, I got the time wrong, my summoning circle didn't do its job, and my servant was spat out into a random room. It was far too sloppy for a ritual to summon the strongest of up, because... Okay.
ドジったわ。あれだけ宝石を使っておいてセイバーじゃないなんて目も当てられない。
I really botched it this time. I'll never live down failing to pull Sable. Failing to pulse, yeah, after spending that many gems. Wow, that sounds just like FGO. Sorry, I'm not Sable.
え？ああ、そりゃ通行のミスだから残念だけど、悪いのは私なんだから。
Oh, sure, it's a painful mistake. Painful mistake, but I'm the only one who screwed up.
なあ、どうせアーチャーでは派手さに欠けるだろうよ。
Yes, I bet you think Ultra, you said line, isn't a very attractive class.
いいだろう。後で今の暴言を悔やませてやる。その時になって謝っても聞かないからな。
Like, I think Ultra is like the second strongest. At least of the first 3. It's Sable and Ultra. Sable is the strongest, Ultra is the second, Lancer is the weakest, I think. It's the 3. But technically, Ultras can beat Sables, and Sables can beat Lancers, and Lancers beat Ultras. Anyways.
はい？
What? What a surprise. The unidentified servant seems to be sulking. Maybe my fixation on Sable offended him.
何？勘に触った？あーちゃん。
The second nerve Ultra?
触った。見ていろ。必ず自分が幸運だったと思い知らせてやる。
And now we just have to feed his ego. Show you how lucky you are to have me. Ultra retorts with a sidelong glance. He has a really spiteful air about him, but the reaction felt somewhat childish and free of malice. You know, he might be a pretty decent guy.
そうね。それじゃあ必ず私を後悔させて、あーちゃん。
Okay, make sure I will get what I said, Ultra.
そうなったら素直に謝らせてもらうから。
I apologize from the bottom of my heart, if so.
ああ、忘れるなよ、マスター。己が召喚したものがどれほどのものか知って感謝するがいい。
You better remember that, Master. You'll be grateful once you learn how capable I am.
もっとも、その時になって謝られても、こちらの気は晴れんだろうがな。
Of course, an apology might not satisfy me at that point. Ultra huffs even as his lips twist into a grin. Oh yeah, this one's got a rotten personality. Alright.
まあいいわ。それであんた、どこの英霊なのよ。
Fine, anyways, you're a heroic spirit, so where's your legend originally from? This year. Frankly. Ultra does not answer. It's replaced with a deepening frown. Yeah, I'm not trying to fix it. His expression is replaced by a deepening frown.
あーちゃんマスターである私がサーバントであるあなたに聞いているんだけど。
Ultra, your master just asked you a question.
それは
It's a secret.
は？
私がどのようなものだったかは答えられない。
あのね、つまんない理由だったら怒るわよ。
それはなぜかというと、自分でもわからない。
This seems like a Oh wait, no, Sable from Remnant. She knew who she was, but she didn't remember what her wish was. The difference. Because I don't know. Wait, what?
はあ？何よそれ？あんた私のことバカにしてるわけ？
Huh, I'm making fun of me? Again?
マスターを侮辱するつもりはない。
I don't mean to insult you.
ただ、これは君の不完全な召喚のツケだぞ。どうも、記憶に混乱が見られる。自分が何者であるかはわかるのだが、名前や素性がどうも曖昧だ。まあ、さして重要な欠落ではないから、気にすることはないのだが。
Huh. I really want to get... Oh. The gears in my head are just spinning. Because again, since I spoiled for me that I know who he is, but I know his true name. I don't know the full story. I just know like who he is. And I would say you can kind of see it in the face, but not really, because a lot of same face syndrome. But I'm like, you know, do the two characters meet? Like, you know, what's the reaction? Like, does he recognize? Does he recognize the person? Doesn't recognize either of them actually, but I'm also wondering that it's like he doesn't know his origins and his name because like this is in the moment that it's like this is his origin basically. You know, this is part of it. Yeah, you know, he's living. Anyways.
気にすることはない。気にするわよそんなの。
Of course I'm concerned.
あんたがどんな英霊か知らなきゃどのくらい強いのかわからないじゃない。
なんだ、そんなことは問題ではなかろう。さまつな問題だよ、それは。
What like who the? I guess it would probably be in what Grand Order. But like, who is the strongest? Like, who is the absolute strongest servant? No, would it have to be like? Okay, let me open up the game. Cause I know like those you can get what's basically like the manifestation of the Holy Grail. I think she's only like a 4-star. Yeah, I think she's a 4-star. She's like, wait, you're telling me that the manifestation of the Holy Grail has weaker powers than, you know, is a weaker servant than some other. So, do they have mecha? What the fuck? What's the problem? That's a trivial question.
さまつってあんたね、相棒の強さがわからないんじゃ作戦の立てようがないでしょ。そんなんで戦っていけるわけないじゃない。
Who the fuck is that? This is a form of strategy if I can't tell how strong my partner is. We can't fight a war like this.
何を言う。私は君が呼び出したサーバントだ。それが最強でないはずがない。
What do you mean? I'm the servant that you summoned. Naturally, that makes me the strongest. Dude, seriously, why the fuck is his chest so big? He's so straightforward. The Crimson Knight fixes me with a gaze of confidence and trust. My brain grinds to a halt. There's no deception in Ultra's words. He's sincerely giving me more credit than I deserve, even though we've just met. Use your words, man. My cheeks are burning. Fucking tsundere. God. I'm sure I'm blushing quite red now. Surprise attacks like this tend to be my weakness.
もういいか。誰にも正体がわからないってことには変わりはないんだし、敵を騙すにはまず味方からって言うし。
That's fair. I don't know how this works with him being from the future, but anyways. Fine then. At least nobody else knows who you are. They say you have to fool your allies to fool your enemies. I turn away from Ultra to hide my embarrassment. I'm sure I'll figure out in due time what sort of serpent he is anyways. For now, we have other priorities.
わかった。しばらくあなたの正体に関しては不問にしましょう。
Okay, I won't ask about your identity for the time being.
それじゃあ、最初の仕事だけど。
Then Ultra, here's your first job.
早速か。好戦的だな、君は。
Jumping straight to it, Avi. Guess you're an aggressive type.
それで敵は
There's the... Before he can say enemy, I tossed a broom and dustpan. House husband. Before he can say enemy, I tossed a broom and dustpan at him.
下の掃除、お願い。あんたが散らかしたんだから責任持ってきれいにしといてね。
She's such a brat. I love it. Clean up the mess you made downstairs. A few seconds passed in stunned silence. When Ultra finally regains his senses, he grips the boom indignantly.
待て。君はサーバントを何だと思っている
Oh, please say to serve. What exactly do you think a servant is?
使い魔でしょ。ちょっと生意気で扱いに困るけど。
I'm familiar, right? A little uppity and hard to deal with, though. She does think they're familiars, which is very incorrect. Ultra cuts himself off. I have no intention of letting him off. And if he tries to reserve it, I still have a card to play.
意義あり。そのような命令は
I object, I refuse to.
いいの？
Are you sure this is
こ
still
れ
a
マ
criminal
スター
from
としての
Master?
命令よ。
I thought you'd
マ
feel
スター
great
の
to
方
me
針
for
に逆らったら体が重くなるんだっけ？
I'm trying to read faster, I don't know why. Oh, sure, this is a direct order from your master. I thought you said you'd feel weighed down if you went against me.
まああなたはその程度じゃどうってことないだろうけど、そのペナルティは今を掃除するまで続くのよ。そんな状態で明日から戦っていくのは危ないんじゃない？
But the penalty will continue until the parlor is clean, you know. Won't that pose a risk to you when we stop fighting tomorrow?
了解した。地獄に落ちろ、マスター。
and gracefully accepts my order. Now then, it's getting late. I should rest. I can decide how to deal with him once I wake up. A fateful day draws to a close. No, rather, my fate was shaped by this night. That makes 6, including me. Huh? Oh, once the 7th and final master summons the servant, the Holy Grail of this generation will begin. Oh, you don't have to... So the war doesn't start until all 7 are summoned? So then couldn't you, like, just kind of, like, hold off on... I mean, why would the 7th have any reason to do that, unless they're, like, weak? No, because, like, the other 6 would presumably be able to... I don't know. In the not-so-distant future, my god, the battle I've been waiting 10 long years for is about to commence. I was having a fucking stroke. Jesus. It's the 1st of February. It's singing in the American order though, which is weird. The Holy Grail War. It's a grand ritual that has been repeated for hundreds of years. A fight to the death between 7 participants, of which only one can survive. Uh-huh. Sure. It's said that a Holy Grail exists in the land of Fuyuki, and that a number of mages fought over it in the past. Their one and only objective was to obtain the relic called the Holy Grail. Moreover, the Grail's origins are unclear. Rosha... Wait, huh? Well, sure it isn't the chalice that held the blood of God, but its power is fearsome enough to be compared to the genuine article. So it's not the actual Holy Grail? That's right. They say the Holy Grail can grant any wish. That's not what I was... That's right, too. Only one person can possess it. The Holy Grail can only grant one wish for one person. Despite that, 7 mages are needed to summon the Grail to this land. 7 collaborators to create one miracle. So as you might imagine... I see. So it was only a matter of time before they started fighting over the Grail. Like so many conflicts, it started as a competition over property rights. The 7 mages equally used the power of the Grail to summon their respective familiars then do battle over the grail itself. Only one mage can obtain the grail. As a result, 7 people who started as colleagues ended up in a ferocious battle to the death. That's the gist of the ritual known as the Holy Grail War, a struggle of ownership between mages. The mages chosen by the Holy Grail are called masters. Okay, I'm confused. It takes 7 masters to summon the Grail, but the Grail is what makes them masters. Okay, sorry, it takes 7 mages to summon the Grail, and then it makes 7 mages into masters. But it takes, anyways, yep. You can use the Blessing of the Grail to acquire powerful familiars known as servants. I recognize those. 2 things serve as proof that one has become a master. The summoning and command of a servant, and the mark of command spells to compel the servant's servitude. The first goes without saying. The archer I summoned yesterday, no, a few hours ago, to be exact. But then you say your name. Why are you saying your name in the third person? I guess, okay. Is Wintersucker's servant. As for the second, a master must closely guard the command spells that control one's servant. This is probably the most critical aspect of being a master. When I summoned Ultra, symbols appeared on my right hand. So I guess these are 3 strokes. Namely command spells. Stigmata bestowed by the Holy Grail. Bestowed by the Holy Grail upon the summoning of a servant that mark one's new status as a master. A massive amount of magic energy is compressed into these seals, whose power is fleeting rather than long-lasting. And as their shapes suggest, each mark represents a single use. In other words, one only gets 3 shots. Master who has used up all 3 command spells can no longer control servant, and is as good as dead. Therefore, command spells must be handled with care until the very end, since they are as valuable as one's own life. It pains me to no end that I boned one right off the bat, but it wasn't a total waste, so I'll chalk it up as a win. After all, a servant could turn on its master at any time. If one command spell is what it takes to put a collar on him, then I'll consider it a fair trade. But they don't show, every time they show a command spell, it has all 3 strokes. It doesn't have the missing stroke. It doesn't have the missing stroke. That's about it for the border strokes of this business. Once 7 servants have been summoned, the Holy Grail War will begin. Tonight's sleep will be a fitful one. I don't know when the final master will appear, but they could be right around the corner. I wonder who it is. Weirdly enough, in that intro scene, you don't know who he is yet. You see him later in the prologue, but you don't get his name until then. It's weird. Is it? I mean, you were up until like 1:30 in the morning. So yeah. I feel sluggish. My blurry gaze goes up to the window only to see that it's already bright outside.
9時過ぎてる。遅刻どころの話じゃない。
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you have school. You need to be there at like 6 or 7. Yeah, this doesn't even count as being tardy. After a drowsy check of the clock, I make up my mind to skip school today. Fair enough.
体が重い。
Body's heavy, feels like that
半分以
business
上持
mostly
って
drained
かれ
me.
たみたいね。これは。
Sitting up in bed, I heave a long sigh. Not being a morning person isn't enough to explain why I feel so dull. I think Ultra mentioned something about it. A master would be out of commission after summoning a servant.
そうだった。
That's right.
私、セイバーじゃなくってアーチャーを呼び出したんだ。
I summoned Ultra, not Sable. I remember it all clearly now. I'd rather not, to be honest, but it's not as if denying the facts will let me do it over.
魔力が戻るまで1日ちょいか。今日は鳴らし運転ってことにしよう。
Take a day or two to recover my power. I'll just treat today as a break-in period. I drag myself out of bed. Ow. A mental boxing match rages between the outside air, which is quite warm for winter, and the comfort of my bed sheets. It concludes in a 3-second knockout against the temptation of going back to sleep. I check my body in the mirror. Nothing out of place aside from the loss of half of my usual magical energy.
まあ、問題なんてあるわけないけど。
Not that it's a problem. I review the situation. I summoned the servant Ocho, who doesn't have an ounce of respect for his master. That's not true. To make matters worse, he doesn't even know who he is. Okay, that's true. Wow, talk about headache.
あいつの記憶が戻るまで切り札は封印か。思い出せないんじゃ使いようがないしね。
That's true. Because isn't his... Noble Phantasm Unlimited Blade Works? Which, again, this is not Unlimited Blade Works, that's a different route. Can I expect him to use a power he doesn't even remember? Servants are strong familiars all on their own, but what makes them truly formidable is the secret weapon they each possess. Frustratingly, Ultra claims to have forgotten what his is.
まあ、火はこっちにもあるし、なんとかやっていくしかないか。
It's my fault he's in the state he's in this state, so we'll just have to make it work. Wait a second. This goes on for a while before he actually summons Sable. Like there's actually like decisions that I hadn't even gotten to his part yet. Can I please get to like the main character's part? I know there's like different routes, but well, there's only one route you can play in the post time. Both in the same boat then. I can only play that his sword has his memories out, but who knows how long that might take. Good grief. I've really got my workout cut. One second. I've really got my work cut out for. Well, I might have to revert my opinion of him. No. He's a really good cleaner for whatever reason. I might have to reevaluate my opinion of him. The Paulo is completely back to normal. Mage craft, baby. I thought he'd maybe just clear away the detritus, but the room is completely spotless. I can't help but be impressed. He must have felt bad for wrecking the place. I doubt he would have gone to the trouble otherwise. I guess I ought to commend him for being a more decent guy than I.
日はとっくに昇っているぞ。また、随分とだらしがないんだな、君は。
Nope, he's still an asshole. Still taking a sweet time. I see. Sweet time, I see. Need to remind you that you are wasting daylight. I retract my statement. Yep, there isn't a remorseful bone in his body.
おはよう。そういうあんたは随分とリラックスしてるよね。今を好き勝手使ってくれちゃってさ。
Well, you seem to be a better. Oh wait, oh my god, why can I not read? Good morning. You seem to have made yourself right at home.
何？一晩過ごした部屋だからな。どこに何があるか把握したよ。おう。ついでだから厨房も片付けておいた。もう少し荒れているかと思ったが、なかなか気の行き届いた厨房だ。一人暮らしの洋館にしては上等だな。
Okay, I did spend the night after all. Oh, I took the occasion to tidy up the kitchen. I expected it to be inadequate, but it's rather thoroughly furnished. Quite well kept for a girl living alone in a mansion. Jesus. I have a headache. Why do I have to put up with a servant judging my interior decoration? I thought servants all cared only about caring. Are we sure this guy isn't defective? He is.
本調子ではなさそうだな。昨夜は元気だったが、睡眠をとって疲れが出たのだろう。
I see you aren't in your best condition. You were so feisty last night, but the fatigue must have caught up with you. What were you guys doing last night? We saw what they're doing last night. I mean, who wouldn't be fatigued with that?
紅茶でよければごちそうしよう。
Why would you do black tea? I'll pour you some tea. I hope black is fine. Acting like he owns the place. Without missing a beat, Ultra produces a teacup and fills it with expensive reddish tea he's been brewing. There's a lot I want to say right now, but oddly enough, I can't work up the indignation too. The way he does it is all so refined. I've got to admit he might be rather cultured.
まあいいけど、疲れてるのは事実だし、飲む。
Fine, I am pretty exhausted, so I'll have some. I sit down on the chair. Teacup is placed soundlessly in front of me. I take a sip. Oh, it's delicious. I expected as much since it's my favorite Chinese tea. A spring harvest Hongcha. Sure. I'm upset. I'd be upset if it didn't taste good. That's fair. On that note, I'd normally be upset if someone used my favorite tea leaves without asking. Fucking rich people. It makes me mad, but the tea was brewed so exquisitely that The pleasure it brings overcomes my anger. Smug ass motherfucker.
ちょっと何笑ってるのよあんた。
Hey, what's so funny?
何感想が聞きたかったが、その顔では聞くまでもないと思っただけだ。
That's fair. Well, I was gonna ask how you like it, but your face tells me enough.
もったいない。熱いうちに味わった方がいいぞ。私が気に障るなら消えているが。
Well, what a waste. You should leave. Oh my god. You should enjoy it while it's still hot. I can leave if I'm spoiling the mood.
ごちそうさま。結構よ。私は茶坊主が欲しくてマスターになったわけじゃないわ。あなたもね、頼みもしないことをする必要はないわよ。
No need. Thanks for the tea. I didn't become a master to be a tea snob. And I didn't ask for you to do that either.
そうか。確かに私も茶坊主になったり後片付けをするために契約したわけではない。
Holy shit.
君がそういうのならばこれからは気をつけよう。
I didn't pick up my mic. I see. I agree. I didn't make a contract with you to be your T-Bro. I'll show more. Oh my god. I'll show more restraint in the future. If that's what you want. Oh my god, my back is so tight.
ええ、私が求めているのは戦力としての使い魔よ。
A waste. I don't think is Atraxia? No, not Atraxia. That's a different game. Apoclia. Is Apoclia only an anime? I wanna play a game with Mordred in it. I don't think any of the games have Mordred in them. Unless for some fucking reason she shows up and I know she doesn't. I looked it up. It's like the first thing I did after the first stream was looking up which content is Mordred in. I was disappointed. Checking out the others. Oh, is that Hollow? God damn, I have to look up again. My stretches are not helping. My back is still really tight. Mord. Mid. No, I spelled that wrong. Wait. What do you... Oh my god. Wait, prototype. Nah, fuck it. Oh, hello, she's under Heroes Wiki. Like, yeah, that's fair. Oh, wait, Fate prototype? There's no picture? Huh? So wait, she can't use. Oh god, I hate the pictures of Otto killing all. What's to see? Oh, it's a light novel. That makes sense. Uh, it was a game, but it got canceled. That's unfortunate. But wait, isn't Fate Aquaria an anime too? Oh yeah, anime. Thanks. Oh wait, is this where Jean shows up the first time? Wait, how do I get that? I want that. I want all the Mordred. Oh, anyways. I am still upset about that. But it's fine. I'll survive. Oh shit, this is not supposed to be full screened. This is supposed to be half. Yep. You're only here to be a combat familiar.
家事をこなすサーバントなんて聞いたことがないし、する必要も特にないわ。
I've never heard of a servant that does household chores, nor do I particularly need one. You did make him clean up your house, so that's on you.
Hmm? 特にはないとは
What do
ど
you
う
mean
いう
by
意味かな？
particularly?
別に好きなようにとって結構よ。
Interpret that however you want.
それよりあなた自分の正体を思い出せた？
More importantly, do you remember who you are yet? Oh, that shit box. Knitted blade box. Archer shakes his head in the negative. That's just shaking his head. Nodding is up. Shaking his. That doesn't bode well. If he can't remember after a single night, then his memories probably won't return easily. There are some measures I can try today, but
わかった。あなたの記憶に関してはおいおい対策を考えとく。
I'll think of some solutions for your memory issue.
じゃあ出かける支度をしてはっちゃん。召喚されたばかりで勝手もわからないでしょ。街を案内してあげるから。
I'll give you a tour of the city.
出かける支度？いや、そんな必要はないだろう。出るのならばすぐに出られるが。
Get ready. There's no need for that, surely. If we're leaving, we should go right now.
あのね、そんな格好で出歩くつもり？どう見ても普通じゃないし、他のマスターが見たら一発でサーバントってわかるじゃない。
Do you plan to walk around town in that outfit? Anyone can see that you aren't a normal person, and if another master spots you, they'll know you're a servant right away.
私、自分から私はマスターですなんて言いふらす気はないんだけど。
I don't plan on announcing our presence to the world.
ああ、そういうことか。
Ah, so that's your concern.
それも問題はない。確かに着替える必要はあるが、それは実体化している時だけでね。
Well, I need to change clothes to blend in. That's only why I'm materialized.
サーバントはもともと霊体だ。非戦闘時には霊体になってマスターにかける負担を減らす。
When we're out of combat, I can take an incorporeal state to reduce the burden on my master.
ああ、そっか。召喚されたって英霊は英霊だものね。霊体に肉体を与えるのはマスターの魔力なんだから、私が魔力提供をカットすれば。
Okay, so that's what makes you a heroic spirit. You need your master's magic energy to form a body, so if I cut that supply,
自然。我々も霊体に戻る。
we can actually return to spirit form.
そうなったサーバントは守護霊のようなものだ。レイラインでつながっているマスター以外には観測されない。
We can only be absorbed. Wait, okay. In that state, servants are more like guardian angels. We can only be absorbed by masters connected to a ley line.
もっとも会話程度はできるから偵察ならば支障はないが。
Of course, we're still capable of conversation or reconnaissance.
わ、便利。それじゃあ本当に他のマスターを探し出すなんて難しいんだ。
Well, that's pretty handy. That would make it really hard for other masters to locate you.
ああ。だが魔術師は魔術師を知覚できるだろう。それと同じでサーバントもサーバントを感知できる。
I don't think I know all 7 masters in this. I know. Yeah, I guess it is a little bit different. It's different because of the halves. Because either 2 of them are siblings or they kind of exchange. And I think one of them's a pseudo master because it's, I think, Castle. I think Castle summons a pseudo servant. And somewhat acts as the 7th, I guess. In others, what? Not Clara. Vin. Meta. Mataru. Are we counting Castle? Still there's two. The other two. Oh, the other Matsuru? Club president? Or student council president? If we're counting both Matsurus, I don't think Castro counts in that scenario. I don't know. It still leaves one. Oh, I think I said what student council president. I don't think he is, though. Might be. Servants can sense other servants.
優れた魔術を知るサーバントならば、遠く離れたサーバントの位置さえ把握するだろ
A servant who is skilled in magecraft can even be able to locate other servants from afar. Ultra Hazard in 1. Masters are supposed to be capable mages, and the more magical energy the mage has, the better they are at detecting traces of magical energy. As far as I know, however, there isn't anyone else around with that degree of power.
で、あんたはどうなの？他のサーバントの位置、わかる？
I'm not good at magecraft, which wouldn't surprise me at all. So what about you? Can you tell where the other servants are?
マスター、私のクラスは何か忘れたのか？遠く離れた敵の位置を探るなど、騎士上がりにできるものか？
Master, have you forgotten which class I am? Do you expect a knight to be able to scry faraway enemies? He has a point. Ultra's magical level isn't on... Oh, magical energy isn't on that level. It is raining. Every time it rains, I'm like, did I close my windows? What do I call? Especially, like, the roof. Wait. It is really raining. Jesus. It's likely that only the magically powerful Castle is capable of easily locating distant foes.
わかったわ。じゃあ、とりあえず後についてきて、ハーちゃん。あなたの呼び出された世界を見せてあげ
Isn't
る
love
から。
his past though, damn it. I keep thinking like, oh, he's gonna... Nope. I am also wondering if he's just pretending. Like, if he does know what's going on, but he's just going with it. Because based off what I know of him from other, like, let's say from like, I think actually Honkai Star Rail, I think they do talk about him being a counter force guardian. I think they do talk about that. I'll show you the world you've been summoned to.
そう目新しいものではなさそうだがね。
I doubt it would be particularly new to me.
それよりマスター、君、大切なことを忘れていないか？
Moreover, Master, haven't you forgotten something important?
え？大切なことって何？
Is she not dressed? Something important?
まったく。君、まだ本調子ではないぞ。契約において最も重要な交換を私たちは未だしていない。
She hasn't given her name, has she? My goodness, you really are at the top of your game. We still haven't exchanged the most critical point of our contract.
契約において最も重要な交換。
君な。朝は弱いんだな、本当に。
Are you really on a morning person? Ultra sounds exasperated. His so sardonic manner of speech finally gives me an idea. Come come to think of it, he's never once called me by my name.
ああ、しまった。名前。
Oh crap, my name.
思い当たったか。
Finally caught up, are we? Suppose it isn't
今
too
からで
late.
も遅くはないさ。それでマスター、君の名前は？これからは何と呼べばいい？
So, Master, what is your name? What shall I call you? Ultra sounds so sulky. Oh man, he really is a decent person. I'm sure of it now. After all, there was no tangible benefit to exchanging names. Servants are forcibly bound to the masters by the command spells. While names are key to contracting with a regular familiar, there's no need for master and servant to be so intimate. What's important to Ultra? He's clearly trying to establish trust between comrades in arms, regardless of command spells.
私、遠坂凛よ。あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。私、遠坂凛よ。あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。
When the fuck did you say your name?
私、遠坂凛よ。あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。
Right. She's saying it second. That's like, when is she saying her first name? I like your first name. It's Tosoka Rin, right?
私、遠坂凛よ。
Yeah, yeah.
あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。
I think. I don't know. Names still trip me up. I answer in a clipped tone, unwilling to let slip any admiration. Also, the high-pitched nature of voice fucking annoys me. He'd probably just call me something impersonal like master or hey, which works out just fine for me. Except Ultra choose on Rintasaka. Ah, well.
それでは、リンと。ああ。この響きは、実に君に似合っている。
Then when... Yes, that sounds... The sound of that suits you very well. He said something really forward.
リン、どうした？何やら顔色がおかしいが。
What's wrong, Lin? You look unwell.
うるさい。いいからさっさと行くわよ、あーちゃん。とにかくのんびりしてる暇なんてないんだから。
Shut up, we're leaving, Ultra. This is no time to be sitting around. Turn my heel and storm away huffing. This is so infuriating. I'm not even sure why. Damn that Ultra. Did he say that just to mess with me?
ありえる。こいつなら絶対そうだ。
I bet he did. Definitely sounds like something he'd do. I'm sure. Hey, yeah, I'm sure that's it. Must be all part of his plan to get me all flustered. I'd better be careful. Gotta walk with this wise guy from here on out. I wonder how many death scenes I'm gonna get. Like, I should miss a few. Like, I shouldn't get them all. Because I feel like you have to make dumb decisions to get some of them. Because I feel like some of them, like tutorial, like, hey, dumbass, don't do that. But at the same time, I want to get the scenes. So I'm not going to intentionally get fail states. This sounds weird. I kind of hope I do get a few. Like, I just want, I want to, because the fail states teach you something. So I want to, and plus it's more, Isla. The girl that looks like Clara, which actually, looking at her, seeing her in End Fate later, I'm like, she doesn't really look that much like Clara. I think it's just because of Hercules. Oh, I think it's Hercules. Of her berserker. She doesn't really look like that. It's just the big hulking dude with the tiny girl in red. That's all it is. Take Ultra outside. Fuyuki City, my hometown. It's broadly divided into two halves. West side and east side. There's Miyamata, which is left over from the village that the city grew out of. And there's Shinto, the developing modern region across the river. Oh, okay, I see. My house is in Miyamata. Miyama. Huh? Miyama. The old part. Miyama itself is split into two areas. Sounds like game tutorial. The European-style neighborhoods, she said this earlier, originally inhabited by immigrants from abroad, and the old Japanese-style houses set against a mountainous backdrop. Both areas are situated on hilltops along the outskirts of town. The streets dividing the two residential areas is fairly normal by comparison. How normal, you ask? This normal. This is the crossroads of Miyama. Miyama. Yeah. On one side lies the road that goes up the hill to the European neighborhoods where I live. Opposite is the road to the Japanese houses. Between them is the path leading into Shinto, where my school and the shopping areas are, as well as Ryodo Temple in the mountains. I need like a map. We came to the bridge connecting Shinto and Miyama. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna keep mispronouncing every one of these names. Except for Shinto. I can get Shinto, because that's the religion. Years ago, a big train station went up in Shinto, bringing with it frenzied urbanization. Yeah, that tracks. They may belong to the same municipality. It's an English word and I still fuck it up. But Yuma and Shinto couldn't be more different. The name Fuyuki is written with the kanji for winter tree. It's supposedly inspired by the long winters here. So that sounds like that sucks. And it's the middle of winter because it's February 1st. Which by the by are pretty long. Despite that, temperatures are warm. February here is only as cold as the very start of winter elsewhere. No, it's not that cold. But if you randomly started digging, you turn up a hot spring or two. That's random. Though of course, temperate weather disqualifies this town as a hot spring resort location. We've got an odd climate where the mild winters suddenly turn to springtime bloom come April. This is what Shinto looks like. A number of tall buildings have been erected as if in a hurry, giving the hastily developed city a distinctly artificial feel. It all happened in the last decade or so, too. 10 years ago, there was a large fire that wiped out a residential area. Somebody built a bunch of glass and metal buildings on the depopulated land. Yeah, that tracks. It's about the 90s, 80s? 90s. Yeah, 95. Wait a second. 10 years ago. He said it was 10 years ago. The last Holy Grail War was 10 years ago. Interesting. I'm guessing that it burning down was not natural. That's interesting. So that's some Fate Zero stuff. Very interesting. And here is the center of it all.
ここが信徒の公園よ。これで主だったところを歩いて回ったわけだけど、感想は？
This is Shinto Park. What are your thoughts now that we've been to all the key spots? I asked Ultra who's next to me. Of course, he's invisible.
広い公園だ。だというのに人気がないのは何か理由でもあるのか？
It's a big park. Is there a reason why no one's here?
やっぱりそう見える？まあ、ここはちょっとした曰くがあるから。
Let me guess. 10 years ago, something happened. Here's the way, doesn't it? There's a story behind it, actually. I look out over the park. You'd think that a wide open space like this would have children playing in it, even on a weekday. But instead, there are only a handful of people. The place feels dull and lifeless.
10年前の話よ。この辺り一帯で大きな火事があったんだって。火は一日燃え続けて、雨が降り出した頃に消えたんだとか。
Because it was 10 years ago. Yep. God damn it. I have to look. Now I'm curious. Load. Fuck it, I should just keep the wiki open. What am I talking about? Is it Type Moon? Yeah, sure. Whatever. What the fuck is Fate Labyrinth? Huh. Oh, I almost looked up Thode. I don't need the Thode Holy Grail, I need the fourth. Fourth Holy Grail. Oh, I see. Wait, wasn't um oh shit, in Grand Order, Singularity F, Fuyuki's on file, isn't it? That's not how I remember that going. Oh wait, maybe it is. Let's see. What was looking? Oh, I was trying to figure out who made the who started the file. Let's see, Sable. Hmm. No idea what the fuck that is. Uh-huh. I read it. Still don't know what it means. Also, I thought it'd be smart and see which of the servants from the prior war caused the fire. It was none of them. It was something else.
その後町は復興したけど、ここだけはそのままなの。
Although the town was rebuilt, this place stayed basically the same.
焼け野原になって何もなくなったから公園にしたらしいわ。
The burnt meadow eventually got turned into a park. Wasn't he there for that? Ocho says nothing, but I can tell he's sensed something odd, even if I can't see him.
気づいたみたいね。そうよ。ここが前回の聖杯戦争決着の地。私も事情は知らないけど、前回の聖杯戦争はここで終結してそれきり。
I love when I try to be smart. And she's just gonna outright tell me what I was like. Oh, I suspect that this is what's happening. And it's like, yeah. That's the story. I'm like, oh, alright. Never mind. Why is it capitalized? It's weird. Oh, it's a single out. Oh no. I need to stop reading stuff and just like and just enjoy it. God, I'm. Oh, anyways. I was wondering. I was like, ew, it's false tranquility. Yeah, okay, yeah.
なるほど。それでこんなにもここは怨念に満ちているというわけか。
I see, so that's why there are so many grudges here.
わかるのそういうの。
How you can tell?
サーバントというのは霊体だ。そのあり方は怨念、猛襲に近い。故に同じ無念には敏感なのさ。街中でも濃い場所はあるが、ここは別格だ。我らから見れば固有結界のそれに近い。
Innate bounded fields. We just call them reality marbles. Reality marbles are considered one of the apexes of magecraft. They're said to be infinitely close to true magic. But for the last few centuries, bounded fields have served as mages' defensive barriers. To put it in simple terms, they're like a home security system with real teeth.